This is Radio Paul, and yes, it's been a while since I've been on, but today I'm going to expose Scientology's so-called missions and orgs. They claim to have hundreds, if not thousands, of these all over the country and all over the world. And today we're going to actually look at pictures of what they claim is their missions and orgs. I'm only touching on a fraction of the scam that is being run by this cult. You're going to see abandoned lots, abandoned buildings. You're going to see houses that are people's residence that they're claiming are missions. You're going to see some orgs, but you're not going to see anybody in them. The businesses around them have cars, but their lots are absolutely vacant. El Paso, Texas is up first with a vacant lot. This is actually what they claim is an org or mission. Alexandria, Virginia is a little apartment in this complex. Note that Bellingham, it looks like a residence. There are no cars in the parking lot. The address listed at Biloxi, Mississippi is vacant. There's nothing in it. There's the space next to it under renovation as well. This location is well known. Someone went out there and actually filmed mail belonging to the church on this property. It looked like an abandoned crack house. And yes, no cars on the property while there are cars on the street. And when he did that video, there was nobody there. This place looked like it was abandoned. And in Boulder, Colorado, we have this tiny little upstairs office, and the windows are closed. But you can look at the windows next to it and the windows down below. There's no reason for them to be covered except no one's there, and they don't want people seeing that. Englewood is a great example of what's really going on in Scientology, the fake fronts. This building is in fact dead. The lights are not on during the middle of the day. It's completely empty. And yes, the space next to it's empty, and the parking lots are empty. And no, I'm not tricking you. Look to the right and left of the businesses. Their parking lots are full. The only place around there that is dead is the Scientology building. There's nobody there. Parker, Colorado is a house. No car in the garage. Aurora, Colorado, look at the parking lot again, devoid. They have a tiny little suite there in that building. It's not even listed on that address on the website. Phoenix, Arizona, this building will actually change colors. The pictures were taken at two different times. Again, this building is completely empty. No cars in the parking lot. And even when it got its update, which is coming up here very quickly, we're going to see it from a different angle. There's a WinStar Bank there. Again, the parking lot is completely dead. That number is the building number for Scientology. Now, Cincinnati, Ohio is very interesting. Again, you can see in the space, you can see a blurred out picture of L. Ron Hubbard, and that's very important. You can contact Google and you can have things removed, such as pictures, building numbers. And they, on some of the buildings, have been removing building numbers for things like residents. No citizen would ever do that. They would only do that if they wanted to hide something. And in this case, they're hiding L. Ron's face. But they also are notorious for getting rid of building numbers to track that their orgs are dead. And you can see the streets are full and busy, but there's no one in the org. I couldn't figure out whether it was this side was Cleveland or the other side of the street. There's three little businesses in that strip, and there's a house over there. But again, both empty. No one at. The blue sign is the Scientology sign. Again, middle of the day. There doesn't appear to be any activity in this building. It is, in fact, looks to be devoid of any activity. Apparently a little suite in this building. Note the parking lot difference between the one next to it. And here we have a so-called mission in the middle of nowhere. This is out in the middle of nowhere. It's either this house or that house, depending on the side of the street. Another mission out in the middle of what appears to be nowhere, someone's house, devoid of cars, once again. Oh yeah, another mission, which is someone's house with no car in the driveway. And it's one of these houses here in Greensboro, I guess. Whatever. And we're in the middle of the Catskills, in the middle of nowhere, and this little check cashing business apparently doubles, I guess, as a mission or as an org, but there's no signage on it. if you do the math with the addresses and count, that little brown building right next to JoJo Discounts is supposedly a mission or slash org. It's empty. Another mission, apparently in farmland this time, out in the middle of nowhere, which is apparently someone's residence. Whatever. Kansas City, we have a dead org in the middle of the day. The building looks half abandoned. Cheap plastic sign out front. This org actually looks kind of halfway nice, but there's 3 cars in the parking lot, probably staff. I can't be sure that this building looks like that it's for sale or is being leased as their org, but you can see that the address is blurred out. Obviously, someone took the time to contact Google and tell them to remove it. And if you count the addresses in order from the others, this should be their little org/mission. Here's that little yellow next to the station wagon is their building. This is 5 stories, and yes, all the shades are closed. And there's the back side of the building on the 5th floor. Again, residents being used as a mission either on this side of the street or on that side of the street. I can't really tell which one of those houses. Here's Church of Scientology with an empty parking lot during the middle of the day. There's no one there. The building looks dark. Wow. Albuquerque has like 3 or 4 cars in their parking lot, but the building itself looks like it's dark in the middle of the day. Again, you know, it's whatever. I mean, unreal. Yeah, please contact me. I want pictures. I want to expose these crappy locations, these abandoned buildings with nobody in them. I want updates. I want to, expose this church for making itself appear bigger than it really is. In fact, I don't think they're any bigger than 4,000 people, which is basically what their YouTube subscription rate is. Although they're such fanatics about manufacturing consent, they would have 50,000 damn people on that thing. I think the Church of Scientology is near death. Go out, if you're out one of these remote locations, take a picture, send it to me. Just for the record, Google does allow you, as long as you're not making money, and Google, I am giving you credit for these pictures verbally, then you can use them as long as you're not promoting something that makes you money or that you're claiming that they're your photographs.